And welcome back to Haehl Pavilion for Game 2 here in the Cardinal Newman Classic Showcase. Cardinal Newman taking on Woodside in this one. D5 versus D4 should be a great matchup here in Game 2. Hello everyone, I'm Dave Cox along with Matt Fowler, and saw both these teams yesterday. They both won. They both played very good basketball, and they should match up very well against each other. I'm excited about this one.
Absolutely. Woodside Priory pulling off a big upset over Menlo Atherton yesterday. Tatiana Reese definitely led the charge there.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Anya Choice had a huge game for Cardinal Newman. She ended up with 20 points. She did it from the outside. She did it on the inside. She did a little bit of everything for Cardinal Newman in their win yesterday. And Woodside had really a balanced attack. They were solid all the way around.
Definitely, and if they want to win this game, they have to have more of the same.
Here we go, start the ball game. Woodside Priory in the blue. Cardinal Newman wearing the white. Nice ball movement for Woodside to start things off, and the three from the outside, nailing that one.
Tatiana Reese starts where she left off last night.
So Reese hits her first basket. Maya Flores tries to match her with a three and does. Flores, known for her three-point shooting, gets off to a great start for Cardinal Newman, and we are all tied up here at 3-3.
Looks like both these teams want to run.
Tatiana Reese does it again. She's hit 2 threes, and it's now 6-3 Woodside by 3. Wow.
This looks like it might be her tournament, Dave.
Reese, who averaged 15.7 points per game last year for this Woodside Priory team. They lost to Eastside Prep in the NorCal Finals. We saw Eastside Prep. They'll play the next game, so we'll see them against St. Mary's of Berkeley in the nightcap here tonight. Tatiana Reese again. She is 3 for 3.
Can you say heat check?
Wow, what a start. And right away, Monica Myrtle says, we got to play better defense. And she takes a quick timeout for Cardinal Newman. Tatiana Reese comes right down the floor and hits her first 3 shots.
Your score, Tatiana Reese 9, Cardinal Newman 3.
Reese, who is a senior for this Woodside Priory team. They are the Panthers, coached by Buck Matthews. They were 21-10 last year, just 5-5 in league, but they made a real nice run in the NorCals. Here's Reese again. I mean, she's not only hitting them, she is not even hitting the rim on those. Very tough shooter. So Cardinal Newman is going to have to do a better job guarding Tatiana Reese, no doubt about that, as she starts off with 9 quick points in the first minute and a half. Priory has a solid team, good size and strength. Here's Anya Choice. What a game she had last night with 20 points, and she'll go to the free throw line, and she's fouled. Coming up and getting her was Lane.
And that's a nice move to get to the rim there, get some free throws, slow this game down a little bit.
Choice gets the first one. 20 points, 2 rebounds for the sophomore last night. And she gets them both. Much needed free throws right there. And Cardinal Newman will now set up some full court pressure against the Panthers. Cargill guarding Tatiana Reese. That's going to be the matchup to watch all night long. They get it down low to Lane. Lane almost stepped out of bounds. They managed to swing it back up top. Great ball movement. Shot is off the mark. Last touch by a Panther, so Cardinal Newman gets a stop.
And if you're Cardinal Newman right now, make anybody but Tatiana Reese beat you.
There's Tal Webb with a 3. Cardinal Newman pulls to within 1.
Back and forth.
Mentioned last night, a much different look to this Cardinal Newman team this year. Lauren Walker, 6'5" center at Portland, playing D1 basketball up there. And Haley Weissneet, the 6'3" forward, is at Boise State. Here comes Maya Flores. She's been the leading scorer all 3 years here at Cardinal Newman. And she is fouled, so Maya Flores will shoot.
2 times in a row, Newman goes to the rack to try and get free throws. Good strategy.
First one off the mark. Maya, the 5'6" senior, has had a great career here at Cardinal Newman. And she gets the second one. This has become Cardinal Newman, at least the Cardinal Newman girls' home for practices and this tournament. They hope to get back in their gym sooner rather than later, which may happen around mid-December. Offensive rebound. Priory getting a second look and a foul, going for the rebound. A little pushing and shoving going underneath. The call goes against Woodside Priory, and it goes against Lane. She's already got 2 fouls, so that's going to be something to look at.
And after a quick start by Tatiana Reese and Priory, Newman comes back. We're tied at 9.
Tal Webb brings it up now. Choice trying to get Cardinal Newman on top for the first time tonight. Ari Searcy kicks it back out to Avery Cargill. Choice is open, and she nails the 3. Anya Choice with her first field goal of the night. She had 20 points last night, now has 5 in the first quarter here. 4:15 to go. Newman with their first lead of the ball game.
Contrasting styles with Priory looking to run and Newman looking to slow it down, but it's working for both of them.
Second chance again, and Searcy comes down with the rebound. So whatever Monica Myrtle said during the timeout, it worked because they've gone on a nice run, a 9-0 run. Now a turnover here as Tatiana Reese picks it up and goes off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound, however, and she doesn't get that. Not sure how she came down with her own miss that time. Great effort. Tal Webb goes up strong and hits.
Lacking with transition defense there with Woodside.
And a timeout now taken by the Panthers. Buck Matthews, as Newman goes on an 11-0 run. It's a full, so we'll step aside here with 3:25 to go in the first. Newman up 14-9 over Woodside Priory.
Out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Pretty good crowd here coming in, checking this one out. It's a great facility. Glad they were able to secure this for this showcase tournament. It was originally scheduled for 8 teams as an elimination tournament. A couple teams dropped off, so they decided, hey, let's just make it a nice showcase and give everybody a nice mix of games to play, and it's been very interesting. There's Tatiana Reese. She got off to a great start.
Aggressive defense here.
Has cooled off a little bit.
And that defense pays dividends. They rust a shot there, get the ball back.
Cardinal Newman with that great run last year. Division 4 team that was bounced all the way into the open bracket. That's happened to Salesian from the Division 4 bracket before, but Cardinal Newman, and they really took it as an honor and they made the most of it. A lot of teams would be like, oh man, we got to play all the way up in the open bracket and maybe just kind of lay an egg, but they didn't look at it that way. They were the first team, boys or girls, ever in Sonoma County to be honored with an open bid. And and they decided, hey, we're here, we might as well make a run at it. And they beat Carondelet. They beat a very good Pinewood team on the road. Both of those games were on the road. And they made it all the way to the NorCal final before losing to Archbishop Mitty.
You never know what can happen.
Tatiana Reese going up strong. Flores tries for the rebound, but it falls right into the hands of Priory's Anna Barton. Now it kicked all the way outside to Robson. She can't hit it. And Cardinal Newman has the rebound. Kansani Baker came down with that one. Newman on an 11-0 run. Choice for three. She has great range. She showed it last night as we hit the 2-minute mark. At the end of the first quarter, she stepped back and hit one from Steph Curry land to close out the first quarter in their win over St. Mary's of Berkeley last night.
And you need to get Tatiana Reese or somebody other than her rather scoring, although
Reese,
it's working well with her just hitting threes.
she finally was able to shake free. Asaya Dural was right on her.
She may get her average from last year in the first quarter.
She's very close to it already, and she may be injured. Grabbing her ankle as Choice goes the other way and bounces it to Flores, who gets the easy lane, and now they're going to have to check on Tatiana Reese. You could see it right away as she went down. That ankle gave out.
As Choice goes the other.
Boy, you'd hate to see that, especially this early in the season.
She looks in some considerable pain. But a good sign that she's able to walk off under her own power.
She's going to go over to the trainer's table. They may just tape it up. We'll see. She seems to be getting a little better. Sometimes the initial tweak happens, and then you kind of move it around a little bit and it feels better. That is, if there isn't a tear.
She literally has been all the offense for Woodside Priory.
Yeah, she scored all 12 of their points.
Maybe that'll spark Priory, though. And play for her while she's on the bench.
Woodside Priory trying to inch closer here with 51 seconds, 2 seconds to shoot, and they get it off somehow, and it's nailed from the outside by Annabelle North. What a shot. That was clutch. Shot clock literally at 0 when she took that one. So 33.8.
Something out of nothing right there.
There it is again.
I mean, just nothing going on the play, and kicks it out. And there she is.
As the shot clock expired, at the other end, it's Avery Cargill getting her first basket of the night, and that's a 3. 24 seconds to go now in the first quarter. See if Priory can close it out strong. Taken away, Anya Choice. She hit the basket to end the first quarter. Last night, she goes the length of the floor and lays it in.
Coast to coast.
She's got a second gear that she can kick into, and she shows it right there. So Newman closes the quarter out strong, and it's 24-15, a 9-point lead. They trailed 9-3, and they really went on a tremendous run. So that's going to do it for the first quarter of play here at the Cardinal Newman Classic Showcase here at Haehl Pavilion. We'll be back with the start of quarter number 2 in just a moment.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
we go, second quarter action. Harris, who just checked in, the freshman, and she is not afraid to put it up. Mariah Harris, who had a nice game last night, 4 points and 5 rebounds.
It's raining threes for Cardinal Newman right now.
Gotta love the confidence off the bench. 12-point lead for Newman. Passing it down low. Tatiana Reese still getting some tape on over at the scores at the training table, so it's going to be a while before she gets that tape back up, if she can go at all. Maya Flores for 3, got it.
Wide open, and all of a sudden, this lead has ballooned to 15.
9 points for Flores here in the first half. Down low, Lane scores it. Isla Lane, 6'4", junior.
Lane was a force in their upset win over Atherton last night.
Cargill, in and out. North with the rebound. Priory with 6:25 to go. Lane back out top. Nice shot. That is Robson, Dominique Robson, who hits a 3. So Priory pulls to within 10.
Keeping them in the game while Tatiana's on the bench.
Flores tries the 3. Priory has the rebound. It was Barton who came down with that one for the Panthers. Kansani Baker in the open floor. Going up strong with the contact, and she makes the basket. Aaliyah Kansani Baker. They're just finally finishing up with Tatiana Reese. She's actually
the open floor.
Shoe on us. We see Baker again.
And with a out in front there, if your man's in front of you, it's just got to let him go.
She kind of created the contact and was able to keep going. There's Tatiana Reese lacing them back up. She looks like she has every intent to get back in the game.
That's a good sign.
Kansani Baker misses the free throw, doesn't complete the three-point play, but it is a 12-point lead for Newman. Choice with the steal and some easy money as she lays it in.
The key for Priory here is to just get it to single digits by halftime. Almost a backcourt there.
12 points for Choice. Well on her way to matching last night's effort as they get it inside to the 6'4" center, Lane, and she scores. That's plan B with Tatiana Reese on the bench. Get it down low, use the height advantage. Not too often you could say that over the past few years in watching Cardinal Newman basketball. They have usually been the taller team, but
there.
Not the case this year in some cases. Here's North with that nice pass inside in traffic, but Lane was able to reach up, grab it, and get to the rack. So 34-22. Priory now trying to cut the lead to 10 or fewer if they can hit a 3. Shot clock at 10, cross court it goes. They'll get it down low to Lane again, but she can't quite hang on to it. They maintain possession. North tries the 3, no good, and here comes Anya Choice running the floor. Tries to bounce it through traffic, and it's taken away by Woodside Priory. And that one's going to end up in our lap. You flinched.
I did. But for Woodside Priory, they have to work on these passes. They just seem telegraphed a lot of the time. .4:10 to go and a travel.
Reese has the jacket in. She hasn't attempted to check back in yet. I wonder if they might just try to play the rest of this quarter without her, reassess at the halftime break, as Maya Flores hits one from the outside, and the tape was more or less just to kind of keep it from swelling up. Flores tries it again, got it. Maya Flores off to a nice start.
On the reload, and I would say that it would be, unless her health is a real concern, I would say it would be ill-advised to leave Reese on the bench.
12 points for Flores. A little bit of an elbow right there. Monica Myrtle hoping for the call, didn't get it. Long three, no good by Layla Niu. Lane throwing another elbow. Monica Myrtle extremely upset to not get the offensive foul call. 37-22, a 15-point lead for Newman. There's jockeying for position underneath.
They just have to maintain shouting distance here.
Tal Webb, nope. There's Lane with another rebound. Referees are Rod Materi and Dane DiMattei, veteran refs.
Even without Reese, they have a good presence on the glass. I will say that for Woodside.
Lane with a nice feed down low. Tal Webb with the rebound. Newman running the floor. Choice for three. All net. Anya Choice has 15 points. Doral with some defense and the timeout taken. So Cardinal Newman turning up the heat a little bit, and they lead it by 18 points. Here we see that last sequence as Choice with the catch and shoot three.
And it just seems like with the exit of Tatiana Reese, the energy for Woodside Priory is just kind of gone out of the building.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, if you're Woodside Priory, there's no doubt about who your best player is, and without her, you know, that can be very tough to overcome emotionally for high school basketball players. You know, at halftime they'll have a chance to kind of regroup and say, okay guys, we got to kind of accept it. If she can't go in the second half, which looks very doubtful right now, she's limping even just walking, so that's something that you may not want to risk this early in the season. A much worse injury as Ari Searcy is fouled on the way, and she'll go to the free throw line.
And it's just passes like that. I mean, that clearly telegraphed, and Cardinal Newman read it all the way.
Searcy gets the first one.
Let's see what Priory can get. Nice shot.
Wow, nice shot by North. She stems the tide a little bit. She's hit a couple baskets here in this first half. Anya Choice. Searcy going for the rebound, but Lane takes it away. Kyla Lane is very tough post player, and if they can get her going, that will give them a chance in this basketball game. But it all starts at the defensive end. They've already given up 42 points in this game to Cardinal Newman. And there's the turnover.
Couldn't quite get out of the double team there. And if you're Prairie, get it down to 15, 14 maybe. Score a couple more buckets, and you'll feel a little bit better about your chances coming back out of the locker room.
And a travel.
Definitely have at least 2, possibly 3 possessions here with 1:28 left. So let's see what they can do.
Minute and 28 to go in this first half. Newman up big. Stop And pop there, no good by Ruiz. And Lane with the offensive rebound. Searcy got her, and Lane will go to the free throw line.
That's good thinking by Lane. She knows that the offense is struggling, so what's the best way is to get to the line.
Lane picked up a couple fouls early on. She's continued to mix it up down low. A little short on that first one. Lane doesn't get the second one, and Flores has the rebound. So free throws, a little bit of a problem here for Woodside in the first half as Flores kicks it back up top to Anya Choice, slides through the defense and lays it in off the glass. She's so tough to guard because she can hit the three. She can also blow right past you.
And you have to prepare for both, and then once you choose this one, you don't really have too much you can do.
Isla Lane taking the pass down low, and it's Ari Searcy at the other end. Anya Choice fouled. North got her, and Choice will go to the line.
And this is just all Newman right now.
Here's Choice with that slice to the basket moments ago.
And there just isn't much you can do about that, as you said, Dave.
Well, you have to respect the fact that she can hit the three. And Choice gets them both. 19 points now for Choice in this first half. 46-24, under 45 seconds to go now in the first half. Priory hoping to close the quarter out strong. Back up top it goes to North. She's hit a couple threes, and she goes off the glass that time. And I'll tell you what, Woodside will take that right now.
Banks open late.
10 seconds to go in the quarter. Anya Choice kicks it out to Tal Webb. She'll fire the three off the mark. Now with 1.6 to go, Woodside will take back over. And that'll do it for the first half. So Cardinal Newman, after falling behind 9-3, has a 46-27 lead at the intermission. And Matt, we're seeing a Cardinal Newman team that is able to shoot from the outside, play great defense, and despite having a size disadvantage, they're able to D up against taller players and run the table. Of course, I don't know if we're going to see Tatiana Reese. I'm very doubtful that we will. That was a tough break for Woodside Priory.
It was a tough break, and not to be too grim here, but if you're Woodside Priory, I think your only hope is to get her back in the second half. I mean, this Cardinal Newman team is just clicking on all cylinders, and if things keep going the way they're going, Woodside Priory will not have a chance.
All right, 46-27 at the break. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Malloy, Emery, and Vesconi Insurance Services, a professional agency with personal service, insuring wine country since 1890.
All right, we're back. Teams are out of the locker room and getting ready to start the third quarter of play. We saw a great start for Woodside Priory and their sharpshooter Tatiana Reese, but then she was injured, and that was about it for Woodside Priory. Newman had started strong. They called that timeout. That was a key one right there. Monica Myrtle, you can tell she got on our team about playing better defense. They did from then on out. As we take a look at the highlights of that first half, starting with Cardinal Newman. Maya Flores got off to a good start. Anya Choice played well.
Yeah, I mean, it was all Tatiana Reese to start the game out, and then after she went out, it was pretty much non-existent for the offense for Woodside. The
Maya Flores
just rained down for Newman. I think, Dave, Woodside Priory needs to get better with their passing. Their passing fueled a lot of free points for Newman.
And here's Tatiana Reese getting off to that hot start. She had 3 threes right off the bat. They were also able to get the ball down low a couple times to Isla Lane. She did a pretty nice job in the post for them. But Newman's defense was very difficult. Annabelle North had a nice 3.
We'll see what Woodside can drum up in the second half. What do you look to Woodside to do to kind of kickstart them, spark them for the second half?
I think Woodside needs to play better defense. They've got to get hands up. They've got to stop the penetration in the threes. And they've got to find a way to score without Tatiana Reese on the floor. 46-27, down by 19. And that one is thrown away.
And again, just these passes and the defense of Newman creating real problems for Woodside. See what Woodside's able to do. If they can get an easy shot, they should just start getting easy shots, not settling so much for threes.
And that one's thrown away. So Woodside has come up with a couple of stops, but then they're struggling at the offensive end as they throw it away there. Newman put up 46 points, and to score 46 points in 16 minutes at any level is doing a great job offensively. Maya Flores, all net.
I was just going to say, if you're Woodside, you have to find a way to turn the faucet off at this end of the court, and obviously it's creating a lot of problems.
15 points for Maya Flores.
Lucky break there.
And a nice job by Lane down low. She muscles her way in.
See if Prairie can get it done, about 12 maybe, heading into the fourth. Just a little too over-eager there, try to get the pass, and that results in
Flores
a wide open
off the mark.
there.
5:45 to go, third quarter. Newman with a 20-point lead. They won by over 30 last night. Trying to do the same here tonight as Choice has the rebound. Out ahead to Ari Searcy, and she lays it in nicely in transition. First basket of the night for Searcy.
and Newman just exerting their will here.
Newman now gets it down the other way. Drought, Choice, and Choice hits another three. She is on fire. 22 points already over her point total from last night. Woodside Priory trying to find an answer. Lane down low, and she'll go to the free throw line. Looks like they have no intention of bringing Tatiana Reese back in. She's got the jacket on. They taped up her ankle. She laced them back up, and she's just kind of hanging out.
I think they want to save her for tomorrow, not risk exacerbating the injury any more than it already is. But Lane has definitely been a bright spot.
And they need to try to get her the ball a little more often. 24-point lead for Newman. 4:25 to go. The nightcap tonight is Eastside Prep versus St. Mary's of Berkeley. That should be an interesting matchup as Choice goes hard to the rack again. The lay-in. Here comes Priory now, running the floor. Nice job getting back on defense for Newman. And batted out.
Every possession is a struggle for Woodside. Conversely, Newman seems to be flowing offensively.
There's Anya Choice kicking it back up top. Maya Flores got the three. 18 points now for Maya Flores. Flores and Choice have been tough to stop tonight. 57-30 with 3:30 to go in the third quarter.
And this is just getting a little bit ugly if you're Woodside. I mean, we're up 9-3 with Tatiana, and now down by 27. Air ball there.
Lane hits from the top. And a timeout taken by Woodside Priory. It's a 30, so we'll stay up. Got more action coming up following this one. Eastside Prep taking on St. Mary's of Berkeley.
Great night of basketball yesterday to kick it off, and a great night of basketball tonight. Looking forward to the next game, as you mentioned, Dave.
I want to thank our sponsors, Lepe's Taqueria, Canaveris, Nordby Construction, MIV Insurance, the Ahlstrom family, Kendall Jackson, Cardinal Newman High School, the North Bay Elite, and they want you to know about their crab feed coming up December 15th, only $50 per person. It will be held at Kendall Jackson. So that'll be an awesome event, only 50 bucks a ticket. That's a great deal. One of the first crab feeds of the season. Gotta love that. Under 3 minutes to go now.
Woodside just not able to get anything going. I sound like a broken record, but it's true.
And an offensive foul call against Priory. Things going from bad to worse for Buck Matthews' team as they get called for the offensive foul.
That's a deep three.
Ball on the way. Nice offensive rebound by Woodside Priory as Anna Barton scrambled after that ball. .223 to go, and Webb is fouled on her way to the rack. So Tal Webb will shoot a pair for Cardinal Newman with .221 to go in the third quarter.
It just seems like that's kind of a microcosm of this game tonight for Priory. They get the offensive rebound, the defensive rebound, they're going the other way, and it just goes out of bounds.
Tal Webb has 5 points tonight. Doesn't get the second one there. Steal by Doral, taken back away by Woodside Priory. Approaching the 2-minute mark now. Priory trying to find an answer here with 1:40 to go. Step back three, no good. Doral battling for the rebound, but Priory has it. Nice offensive board by Barton. Never hit the rim, so the shot clock is all the way down to 2. And they throw it out with just 1 second to shoot. I don't think they're going to get a reset there. Catch and shoot quickly. She did not get that off in time. Going the other way. Buzzer never sounded, but Rod Materi waved it off anyways. Avery Cargill now bringing it up for Newman. She blows by the defender. Nice defense and help that time for Priory. Priory made a nice run last year in D5. They lost in the NorCal Finals to Eastside Prep, the team we'll see next. Nice lay-in that time by North. Just had a good ball game. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
This team shows a little bit of life here in the third quarter, but far cry from last night's team that upset Atherton. Nice layup.
Cargill with the left hand.
See what they can draw up here.
And that one's batted out. Under 20 seconds in the quarter now. Newman with a 25-point lead. North trying to change that. Doesn't get the three. Flores has the rebound for Newman. And they can now play for the final shot of the quarter. Flores with 4 seconds on the clock doesn't get it. And that will do it for the third quarter. So a big third quarter for Cardinal Newman. They now lead 59-34. We'll step aside and be back with the start of the fourth quarter here in Game 2 on Day 2 of the Cardinal Newman Classic. Anya Choice with the ball now for the Cardinal Newman Cardinals. Gets it to Avery Cargill. Rattles the rim, no good. Lane has the rebound. Lane, the 6'4" center for this team. That one's good. Nice turnaround, Ruiz.
Another three-point shot.
Newman now up 62-36, and Choice gets called. Leah Kansani Baker checking in now for Cardinal Newman. Lane down low, and she's fouled. Isla Lane will go to the free throw line. She has 9 points in the ball game. Eastside Prep and St. Mary's coming up next. Should be a good matchup. Lane gets 1 of 2. She's got 10 points. Nice move, Cargill. Priory has the ball. Ruiz. Now Layla New will bring it up.
And head coach for Priory, Butch Matthews, still coaching here. He wants his team to execute. Doesn't care about the score.
That one's off the mark. And they've tried to hang in there with without Tatiana Reese, who hit 3 threes, hit her first 3 threes, and they had a 6-point lead. Newman had taken the lead, and then she was injured. Not saying Woodside would have won the game, but it certainly would have been closer with Tatiana Reese on the floor as Aaliyah Kansani Baker sends that one up and over the top.
And for this Woodside team, take the film of this game and you review it once and then never review it again. They just, there's not much to say about this one except for their star player goes down, and with it, the hopes for the game.
Lane. Aaliyah Kansani Baker has the rebound, and she's tied up in the corner and fouled. Double team attempt right there by Priory with 5:45 to go. Dave Cox and Matt Fowler bringing you the action today from Santa Rosa Junior College's Haehl Pavilion and the Cardinal Newman Classic Showcase. Aaliyah Kansani Baker fires the 3, and she nails it.
Everybody getting in on the action on the three-point party for Newman. Well, either way, it was going to be either a travel or an offensive foul. The U is slow to get up.
Choice steps back. Doesn't get it. Tal Webb has the rebound and falls. Priory with the ball now, under 5 minutes to play, 65-38. Little runner, no good. Here's Nordby, Emma Nordby, who came off the bench and had a great game last night for Cardinal Newman. Tal Webb off the mark for three. Anya Choice. Webb. And Choice travels. .425 to play. It's going to be interesting when you have teams at this high a caliber and you're seeing them this early in the season, and then check back in at the end of February and see where they sit.
I mean, as you mentioned, this is a showcase, and so the results here are not necessarily indicative of the upcoming season.
Yeah, and they're running this format a little different, not an elimination tournament. As Ruiz goes to the free throw line, off the front rim. Tal Webb has the rebound. And with 4:10 to go, we'll take it the other way. Couple players checking in now for Woodside as we hit the midway mark of this fourth quarter. Cardinal Newman with the big lead.
And right now for Butch Matthews, it's all about getting some players some minutes that wouldn't normally see them, and just working on your craft, basically.
Bounce pass down low. There's Choice. She has Baker out in front, can't get her the ball. And now she'll go strong. Actually, that is Cargill, Avery Cargill. The little hesitation move and basket. Had a great year last year, this Cardinal Newman team. North off the glass and in. That's a three, and the bump.
Saw Annabelle North there exercise a little bit of frustration.
Question is, are they going to count the basket? Looks like the answer to that is yes. And then after that, foul call fighting for the rebound on Aaliyah Kansani Baker. As Isla Lane goes to the free throw line.
Lane played basketball since second grade and told me that she wants to play in college, and she's got the skills, I'll tell you that much.
Here we go, Cardinal Newman going the other way. 3:13 to go. Leah Kansani Baker, no good. Nice rebound in traffic that time. for Woodside Priory. We hit the 3-minute mark, 67-42, Newman by 25. Trying to get it to Lane. They drive hard to the basket and a foul call. And Monica Myrtle takes a timeout with 2:46 to go. So again, coming up December 15th, the North Bay Elite Crab Feed be held at Kendall Jackson. $50 per ticket. So that should be a great event. You going to that, Matt?
I'll see what I can do. Put it on my schedule.
I expect to see you there, man. I know how much you love crab.
I do. Our sponsors are what make all this possible, so we thank all of them, enabling us to bring you some great basketball here.
Yeah, we'd love to do more of this live full game coverage as the basketball season goes along. It just takes some help from the business community to make it happen. Priory has fought hard, but they trail 67-43 with 2:45 to go. And a foul call. 2:35 to go. Coming up after this one, we'll have the St. Mary's St. Mary's of Berkeley Panthers, not St. Mary's of Stockton. They were in this tournament last year and won the whole thing. Great team. St. Mary's of Berkeley Panthers will be taking on Eastside Prep. So it's Panthers versus Panthers. A lot of Panthers in this tournament. Half the teams, in fact.
Panthers are aggressive. You don't want to turn your back on them.
Good point.
And I've seen some life here from Woodside Priory in this last quarter. I mean, yeah, the score isn't indicative of how these players have played.
.230 to go. Woodside trying to close this out strong. And there's a foul on the way. Picking up the personal that time. Cassie O'Connor.
2:18 left. And
over to the free throw line here is Layla Nui. And she gets the second one to go. Bocce kicks it up top to Harris. Nice bounce pass down low to Emma Nordby, who lays it in. Great ball movement that time. Christina Bocce playing defense up top now, guarding New. And that one is off the mark. New tried to go hard to the basket that time and was cut off by the Cardinal Newman defense. 1:45 to go in this one.
And I believe if the score gets to a 30-point lead, it's a running clock.
Emma Nordby with the steal. Ahead it goes to Christina Bocce, and she lays it in.
Easy baskets for Newman all night.
Good stuff from the bench players. 72-44, 1:20 to go. O'Connor guarding New off the mark. Nice hustle by Harris to keep it alive, but Priory has it with 1:05 to go, and the shot clock expired. Down the stretch we go. Looks like Harris is going to go to the free throw line. Mariah Harris. A little strong on the first one. 54.4 to go. Newman plays the 2:30 game tomorrow as they close out this tournament, taking on Eastside Prep tomorrow. Under a minute to go. Mew, who's been very active down the stretch here for Woodside, gets it out to the wing, the shot off the mark. Nice box out by Nordby, and the ball ends up out of bounds. Nordby, nice drive to the basket. Emma Nordby lays it in.
Well, you had Woodside Priory at a huge disadvantage after Tatiana Reese went down, and they just never recovered.
No, they did not, that is for sure. Newman had gone on an 11-0 run when she got hurt, so the downhill slide had begun, but the fact that they didn't have Tatiana Reese really hurt their chances of mounting any kind of a comeback and gaining the momentum that they had in the first couple minutes of the game.
Absolutely.
But this is a good basketball team. We'll hear from them later in the season. I'm sure they'll be a team that'll be hanging around the D5 playoffs. And wouldn't be surprised to see them right back in the NorCals at the end of the year. Nice box out. Mariah Harris has it. So we go under 10 seconds in this one. Newman ends up with a 30-point victory on the night. 75-45 over Woodside Priory. Convincing victory. Cardinal Newman didn't need the help, but they got it when Tatiana Reese was injured. And
you don't really want to see that be a deciding factor in a game, but unfortunately, sometimes it goes that way.
So Newman wins game 2. We'll step aside and get ready for game 3. Eastside Prep at St. Mary's of Berkeley coming up next. Cardinal Newman wins this one 75-45 over Woodside Priory here at the Cardinal Newman Classic.